Today I'm gonna try creating an artifact with the new artifact transmuter for one of my characters here on my free-to-play alt account. And yeah, for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, you know that this account is not that old yet, just a little bit over a year, about 1.5 years maybe. So a lot of the builds here are still very work in progress and not nearly as good as on my main account. So on my main account, I'm just gonna save my sanctifying elixirs for when I really need them, because most of my builds there are already pretty good. But here on my auto account there's still a lot of room for improvement, so I decided to actually create an artifact for one of my 4 main DPS characters that I have here. The first one of course being Ayaka, who was the first limited 5 that I ever got on this account, followed shortly after by Wanderer, and then I eventually also got Nuvelet and got Nuvelet C1 on his second banner, and also Arlecchino. Those are basically the 4 main DPS characters that I have here. I mean, there's also Garming, I guess, but he's a 4-star. Okay, so here we are on Akasha now, and I've actually never taken a look at this for my alt account, just my main, until like a few days ago. And yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see that my Wanderer is actually top 4%, but then at the same time, it's actually not even that surprising, because I already knew that he has my best build. I got pretty lucky on his artifacts, but it's just that I didn't expect him to be this high. I was like, yeah, he's probably like top 10% or something like that, but top 4%, that's pretty good, you know? And obviously could still be even better, you know, he could be top 1% someday, but for now I'm fine with top 4%, and I don't really think there's a point in creating an artifact for him. And then we have Ayaka and Nuvelet here, who are about the same, you know, top 38, top 40%. Which is also not bad, but obviously could be a lot higher. And to be honest, Nuvelet, he's already so strong, even at just top 40%, that I also don't really feel like he needs better artifacts anytime soon. But yeah, Ayaka, I definitely want to be higher. Like, I want her to be at least top 10%, because I still consider myself an Ayaka main on my alt account, because she was the very first limited 5-star I got. So I'm definitely gonna work towards the top 10%. But since her artifact is in the strongbox, the Blizzard Strayer, you know, it's strongboxable, and I am constantly strongboxing it. I think we are gonna be able to work our way towards it slowly but surely anyway, much like I did with my Yoimiya on my main account, where I strongboxed Shimenawa constantly, and eventually she reached top 2%. But yeah, my point here is that there is another character whose artifacts are not in the strongbox yet, so it's more difficult to farm for her, and that is of course Arlecchino, who as you can see is only in the top 64%. But kind of similar to Nuvelet, she already is doing a lot of damage, even if she is not that high in the ranking. I actually used her in my last Abyss run, where I got 36 stars. I used her in the first half and Wanderer in the second half, and you know, it worked. I got all the stars, but still top 64%, definitely room for improvement there. A lot of room for improvement. So I think she's actually going to be the character that I create an artifact for. If we take a look at her build here, then as you can see, the artifacts that I have on her, they're actually not that bad, but obviously far from being the best. Like I said, still a lot of room for improvement. And I do have an off-piece Pyro Goblet, and this one has actually a decent amount of crit damage, but I still think that I should create a goblet for her. Even if that new goblet might not have as much crit damage, it still would be nice just for the flexibility. Because if I have the option of using an on-set Pyro Goblet, then I could use a different off-piece, a Sans for example, or a Circlet if I have a better one on another set. So yeah, even with less crit damage, it could still be overall a better build, you know, because of the flexibility it gives me. So that's pretty much what I've decided to do. Create a Pyro damage Goblet on this set here, the Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy, for my Arlecchino. And just pray that it's actually gonna be an upgrade. Okay, so back in the game, let's just open up the inventory here and the artifact transmuter. This is the set that we want, the Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy. And we want a goblet. As you can see, I have 5 elixirs so far. I would actually have 6, but I already used one right at the beginning on like day 1 of this update, just because I wanted to try it out. And I used it on a flower for Ayaka, which, you know, it's stupid. You should never use these on flowers or feathers, because those are the easiest artifacts to get anyway. I don't know why I did it. I thought that my Ayaka's flower is her worst artifact, so I was like, let's just try it, you know, let's just do it, and it wasn't even an upgrade, so I kind of regret it. I would rather have saved that elixir so that it could go towards another goblet someday, but, well, it is what it is. I managed to get enough with exploration and stuff to create a goblet now anyway. So, we want, as the main stat, Pyro damage bonus, of course. And then as our substats, crit rate and crit damage. This is what we want. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. And hope that it actually rolls well. 4 elixirs gone like that. Oh, flat HP and flat defense. No. Oh, this is not what we wanted to see. I mean, at least the crit rate is the highest possible roll and the crit damage is the second highest possible, so it could definitely be worse, but those other substats. I was really hoping to see attack or energy recharge or elemental mastery here. Now it could still be a really good artifact if it just doesn't roll into HP and flat defense. So yeah, let's just lock it and roll it now. Okay, there it is. Enhance. Crit, please. No. First roll goes into HP. Oh no. This is not good. I have a very bad feeling about this. Okay, we got a crit rate roll. Okay. That's good. And another HP roll. No, come on, please give me a little bit more crit. Please, don't do this to me. No, 1000 HP. Look at this 1000 flat HP. I don't even think I have any other artifact on this account with 1000 flat HP. Oh, that's so painful. That is so painful. At least give me one crit damage roll at the end now. Please. I knew it could go really wrong and just not roll crit, but I didn't expect it to go this wrong. No, oh my god. I'm speechless. I was really thinking this could be an upgrade for my Arlecchino. And now I'm just depressed. Look at this shit. Just look at it. I tried to stay positive right until the very end, but seeing this now, my day is ruined. Basically. I mean, at least you got one crit rate roll, but this is definitely not an upgrade. And I don't even think that, even with the added flexibility of having a pyro damage onset goblet, even if I switch out the sands or circlet for an off piece, I don't think the build is gonna be better overall. That was kind of what I was hoping, that even if it doesn't all roll into crit, that it could still be an upgrade, you know, by having a better off piece somewhere else, but I don't think there's any way for me to turn this into an upgrade on this build. I'm still gonna try. Let's just see. Let's just give this to her. Now she is gonna have more crit rate now. She has now over 70. Before she had like 68, I think it was, or something like that. But it is less crit damage. Yeah, almost 20% less crit damage, which is not good. So now I would need like 20% more crit damage on Circlet, for example. I mean, this one has ER and attack. Much like the previous one. So even it's actually more attack and more ER. And it has crit damage. Maybe I should level up this one and see if it maybe rolls more to crit damage. Then this could actually be salvageable. I mean, what do I have to lose? ER, okay, it's not really what we want. I would have preferred attack or crit damage. But there's still one more chance. Oh, flat HP again. I am so sick and tired of flat HP right now. Okay, no, this is definitely not an upgrade. Let's just see what this rolls into. It's the 4th stat. Defense. That's not good. I think I had another one that was pretty similar. Yeah, this one is basically almost the same. Let's see what this one rolls into. Attack percentage. Oh, this is actually a great one. If this rolls into crit damage a lot, then this is actually a really good artifact. Crit damage? Okay, we are actually cooking now. Okay, flat attack. That's not really what I wanted to see. Now I have to use these things because I don't have any more 4-star artifacts, but that's fine. Elemental Mastery, okay, could be worse. We are still somewhat cooking. One more crit damage roll, please. Flat attack. Okay, let's just put that on her. And let's see. 75 to 155. It's still less crit damage. A little bit more crit rate, so it's more consistent, but less damage. That's a little bit more elemental mastery, if I'm not mistaken. Let's switch it back real quick. Yeah, okay, so the previous build has less elemental mastery, but also more attack. And it was 161, so it's 6% less crit damage, about 6% more crit rate. It might actually be overall more DPS, the new build. Not sure. Let's just see what Akasha has to say about it. Okay, here we are on Akasha again, and if I refresh now, it's gonna show the new build. Okay, now it says top 56%, so maybe it is actually better. Let's see, yeah, it has the new build now here. So it is the correct artifacts that I actually do have on her right now. And it is a little bit higher in the ranking. So, yeah, maybe overall damage is actually better because of more consistency with the crit rate. There's only one way to find out. Let's test it in game. And I think one good way to test this is if we go to Abyss and, you know, go in with the old build first and then the new build and see which one is faster. Okay, so I switched her back to the previous build with the off-piece Pyro Goblet. This is my usual Arlecchino team. Yeah, pretty simple Wape team with Bennett, who buffs attack, and Lynette, who stores the Pyro. Kalsa would be better than Lynette, I know, but I just like playing these two together because, you know, father and daughter. And it's not like Lynette is bad, just not quite as good as Kazuha. So yeah, let's just go in and do this. And let's actually go for a card that doesn't really matter, because I just want the raw stats from the build I have right now. So yeah, let's go with the third card here. And let's do this. Okay, that's pretty much 1.5 minutes. I think 1 minute 31 seconds. So yeah, just about 3-star pace. I think I could probably do it a little bit faster, so maybe I'm gonna try again. Maybe I do like 2 or 3 runs and just take the best result. I think that's actually a good way to do it. So yeah, let's just go and retry this. Okay, yeah, that was pretty much the exact same time. But I'm still gonna try it a third time. Okay, this attempt was much slower for some reason. I don't know what I did wrong. But yeah, we've seen in the other 2 attempts that it's possible in 1.5 minutes. So let's switch to the new build now and see how fast we can do it with that build. Okay, there we go. Build is switched. And now we go back in with the same team. Here we go. Okay, that was actually a few seconds slower than before. I'm not sure about this build, I'm really not sure. Akasha says it's better, but I'm not feeling it. But, you know, let's give this 3 tries like I did the other one. Okay, now this one was a little bit faster, but not much faster. Yeah, I really don't know. It just seems about equal, to be honest. It doesn't really seem like an upgrade or downgrade. And this one again, a few seconds slower here. I just don't think this build is worth it. It's sad, because I used 4 freaking elixirs for this, but it's not better than my previous build. Even if Akasha says it's better, it's just not. I thought that maybe with the higher crit rate, you know, that would actually make a noticeable difference, but it really doesn't. It just really doesn't. So yeah, as much as I would love to get an upgrade for my Arlecchino, today is not the day. So I guess I just have to continue farming for her. But right now I'm actually farming for Xilonen, and that's also not going well. My artifact luck lately just has been absolutely horrible. But, well, that's nothing new actually. I was just hoping that maybe, after all the bad artifacts on Xilonen's domain, I would maybe get a lucky break here with the artifact transmuter and the sanctifying elixirs, but it wasn't meant to be. 1300 flat HP. I still can't believe it. 1300 flat HP. I'm trying to remember if there was ever any other artifact on both of my accounts that got that much flat HP. I don't think there is. I think that's actually the first time I've ever gotten over 1000 flat HP. And then when I was already over 1000, it gave me another flat HP row. It's so unbelievable. But honestly, if it hadn't been flat HP, it would have rolled into flat defense. Let's be real here. Yeah, there was never a chance that this was gonna be a good artifact as soon as it got flat HP and flat defense as its other two substats. But I was smoking a lot of Copium, hoping that it would somehow still be salvageable. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. I hope you at least enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.